What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of CubReacts. We're back inside the building on a Monday morning, nice and early, kickstarting the week in style. Apologies for not getting that many reactions up over the weekend. I was up in London on the Sunday. That's usually the day I get most of my edits done. We managed to get a few up, but not as many as I did actually want. So, moving forward, we're going to get into this one. Brand new from Terri today. This is the visualizer for Danger. Very excited to get into it as always. If you are new to the channel, please make sure you're getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page, turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. So without further ado, we're going to jump right into this one. Let's see how it sounds.
I know some type love money can buy. You know if you say papa, yeah, body dope.
I like the arrangement
like I'm getting high, but still I got to do papa.
Because it's quite stripped back when you
baby, no be
bass line's nice. When you break this down, it's pretty much just the guitar lines, the vocal, and drums and bass. That's all this really is. Like, it's a very stripped back, simple sounding tune. Again, loving the kind of enunciation that Terri uses. He's got a very good way of kind of covering the majority of what's going on in the tune just vocally. He's really good at kind of spreading his voice across the entire kind of frequency spectrum without it sounding too kind of too widened. It sounds he's got a very wide sounding voice, which works really well. Again, liking the introduction to this. This is quite a high quality visualizer as well. Like, we've got this sort of trend going on at the moment with the visualizers being the sort of thing that drops before the video and then you drop the video like 3-4 months later. Personally, I don't think you need like high-end videos if you've got a decent visualizer. You can make a good visual accompaniment for a tune. That's all a video needs to be at the end of the day. But yeah, this one's sounding good, looking good. Let's go.
Baby, make me fashion them. They jack like the president. If I ever leave, go so you last. Ask my baby, they dance on. And I don't believe you got me your door. Got me knocking in front of your door.
That saxophone line, you man.
My baby, and I don't believe
this is really nice, man. There's a lot of stuff going on with the vocals in the background as well. These really nice kind of sweeping harmonics, giving the whole thing a kind of, again, a kind of otherworldly, quite heavenly type of nature. It's sounding really good. Loving his approach vocally as well. He's not kind of overstraining. He's quite stripped back, quite kind of relaxed in the actual projection on this one, which works really nicely. It gives to the it adds, I suppose, to the vibe of it being very stripped back, very kind of relaxed as a type of tune. This isn't necessarily a tune for the dance. This is a tune you throw on when you're at home, and you enjoy and you take it in for what it is. Really, really smooth so far.
Got me knocking in front of your door. It's a danger. So if you're looking for me, I be gone to a place where I be. It's a danger. Your body all on my tongue, so make her study your body like a professor.
Loving those saxophones.
Kilanza, wanna know how I feel. Kilanza.
You know what? This is a really cool tune, man. It's something that, again, it shouldn't be as like thick sounding as it is, if that makes sense. Like, there's not much going on, but the way that the different pieces of instrumentation have been stacked makes it seem like it's a really kind of thickened out, fleshed out tune. In general, you've pretty much got 3 or 4 pieces of instrumentation rolling, and then that saxophone kind of cutting in every now and then, just adding in an additional bit of kind of sonic color to the backdrop. Again, it's not really in the foreground. It's very much in the background, kind of using delays to kind of spread the sound from left to right, but it's really cool. I just love how stripped back it is, man. I love how relaxed the actual approach is. I really like the fact the visualizer is literally just him sat on the sofa kind of performing it, which I think works really nicely. The whole tune sounds good. It's got a really nice kind of vibe about it, and I think again, we haven't reacted to Terri much on this channel, but this is the type of tune that immediately draws me towards an artist. This is a confident performance because they don't need to have 1,000 things going on. They're confident in the things they have working, even though they're very minimal, if that makes sense. Literally this, just vocal and guitar, drums, bass and sax. That's all it is.
School me on your body. I did like I'm when you call me daddy. He's a Gangnam Style when you show myself.
That bass line though, like the bass line is thick. Like, there is a lot going on. Again, if you are new to the channel, by the way, I've just realised we haven't done one of the intros because it's Terri, someone we haven't reacted to very often. If you are new to the channel and this is the first time you're finding us, there will be a lot of cuts, there will be a lot of pauses. We like to do kind of analytical breakdowns of tunes, focusing on the production, the vocal performance, again, the video if there is one, rather than kind of lyricism and just sort of sitting and listening to it. This is much more about being analytical. So if that isn't your thing, feel free to click on a different video, that's fine. But I will leave a link to the actual video in the description down below, and hopefully you are enjoying the analysis so far. But yeah, bassline on this is huge. Really wide, very thick across the low end of the frequency spectrum within this one. And it covers a lot of ground and yet isn't overbearing on Terri's voice, which works really nicely. Really cool.
Ooh, for yourself.
No! Why have they done that? I was enjoying the video so much. Why have they done that? That's really upsetting. It's not plugged in. It's really not difficult to put an XLR cable into a microphone. Even if it's a visualizer, I understand that. An XLR cable costs £6. If you can afford to hire a cameraman for the day, you can afford to buy an XLR. That's so frustrating because it's not a wireless microphone. That little bit there means that it needs an XLR in. That's the same as that bit there on this. You need to have the XLR, otherwise it doesn't work. And it's such a small, minimal thing, and I don't know if this is probably something that other people don't care about. But when you see stuff unplugged that you know should be plugged in, it just immediately takes you out of the vibe of the video. That's so frustrating, man. Again, it doesn't take away from the tune, but I don't know if anyone else gets slumped by that, but that's really upsetting.
I didn't and you only kept me right there. Do not tell you truth, girl, I won't care.
Try to forget that that's what
it is. My baby did that song. And I don't believe you got me your door. Got me knocking in front of your door. If I ever leave,
one thing I really like about this, the use of our harmonics on the vocals is very, very smooth, man. I love the fact that we've got this big kind of booming bass line, but then we've also got the vocals literally stacking up on top of each other. It gives it a really nice, natural, chorusy sounding feel. And the whole tune just has a kind of natural vibrancy about it. It feels very natural. It feels very organic in the way it's been structured. The bass line almost sounds, the bass line sounds like it's like a live bass guitar, even though you haven't got those sort of typical plucks on it. You've got the big kind of booming nature of what an actual bass guitar sounds like when you hear it on a system. It sounds very much like it's been recorded off a system, which works really nicely. And again, Terri's vocals on top of each other sound great as well.
And I don't believe you got me your door. Got me knocking in front of your door. It's a danger. So if you're looking for me, I be gone to a place where I be. It's a danger. Your body all on my tongue, so make her study your body like a professor. Kill answer. Wanna know how I feel.
Really try not to look at that moment.
Kilanza.
Guys, apology if I seem obsessed with it, but it pops up every now and then, and I can't not point it out. It's so frustrating because it's such a simple thing to fix. But again, what's really cool about this, his vocals are very catchy. That sort of it's got a very nice almost half pipe feel to it. It kind of feels like you're going up, then down, then back through the middle, then up, then down, then back through the middle, then up, then down, just so you can see my hand on camera. It's just kind of got that feel about it. You're kind of in the middle of a U going up and down either side of the hook, which works really nicely. It keeps you kind of engaged because you're never actually leaving, if that makes sense. You're just constantly flowing back and forwards with the tune, which works really nicely. We'll let this one run through to the end and then give you our final breakdown there.
It's STG.
Bassline's huge. And the little electronic vocals in the background as well. They've been there throughout the entire tune. They're just a very nice little additional bit. But yeah, Femi, come on, bro. Just put the cable in the microphone. Just put it in. So it's such a small thing as well. Like, it probably won't annoy 99% of people, but that 1% of people that it will annoy, you can literally just do it and it's fixed. But anyway, we'll talk about the tune because that's the main important thing. The tune is great. Love the bass line. Love the kind of harmonization from Terri's vocals as well. It's got a catchy feel to it. The whole tune has a very kind of circular. You're going up and down. It does feel like you're in a half pipe when you're in the middle of the hook, which works really nicely. Pulls you in. Loving the stripped back nature. The guitars are clean. The bass below is nice as well. Not much percussion. It's pretty much all about that very central, simple drum line. And then the little electronic vocals in the background kind of providing additional harmonies as well, giving this one a very kind of cool feel. But yeah, I enjoyed this one. Hopefully you guys did as well, and hopefully you guys aren't as annoyed about the microphone not being plugged in as I am. But there we go. Hopefully you have. If you did enjoy, please make sure you're hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page, turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. Let me know if you enjoyed the tune as well, what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it. This channel is slowly but surely becoming a big online musical forum, which is exactly what I like to see, so do let me know down below. As always, if you want to stay up to date with what's going on as well, make sure you are following the Fresh Afrobeat Flavour playlist. It's available on Spotify. Simply search Fresh Afrobeat Flavour and you'll be able to find it. I update it every single day whenever I find a new release, so go and check it out. That's it from me though. Hopefully you have enjoyed, and we'll see you all next time. Peace.
Sounding so good right now. Baddest sound in a Brighton town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CubCamTV. Stay locked.